agree. 2-1 Envy is going to be the storyline.
2-1 Envy.
Yep, EnVyUs win 2-1. Train goes to Na'Vi.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts as well. So we're gonna have egg on our face if we've got it wrong. Thanks for your thoughts, guys. We're gonna come back between the map, but now what a great day for Counter-Strike. What a great day for a final. It's gonna be EnVyUs versus Na'Vi, cast by Anders and Semler. Take it away, boys.
And we are here with the grand finals. It is Dreamhack, the CSGO major here in Cluj-Napoca. I'm here with Semler, and we've got Na'Vi and Envy playing a best-of-3 game. And look at the crowd. They're getting fired up now. Semler, you ready for this?
Oh, yeah, boy. Now we've got the full stadium. Now everybody's packed. They're ready for this match. And this is just a legendary lineup against another legendary lineup. 2 legendary lineups going at it, and 2 legendary offers going at it. And today, we'll see one of those offers who've never won a major before take the title. So this finals, Anders, it's hard to top.
I mean, it was very unexpected to see Na'Vi here on stage. Envy, maybe yes, but the CIS team here, they have fought very hard to get where they are.
Guardian just would not be denied. That was it. You saw it going into this tournament. He says, I've never trained this hard going into a tournament before. I'm hungry. I want it. He was not to be denied the final. They made Nip look like fools in the semis, and now they could potentially do the same thing to Envy, because Envy had to fight tooth and nail to get through their semifinal match versus G2. It was so close. They've spent a lot more energy than Na'Vi today, and so that's where it really gets difficult. Will Envy be able to keep up or hit a peak again, or do they just not have it in them and it's Na'Vi who are just going to take control right from the beginning of the match?
Na'Vi coming off of that high of beating Nip as convincingly as they did, and then a bit of a cool down before this match. Not too much, luckily. They actually managed to just, maybe get a little bit to eat and drink, and now they're back into it here. Envy, they've had a long cool down since their match. You got to wonder if that's going to... Have they sort of reset themselves, or are they coming into this a little bit too cold? There's so many questions to be answered like that. It's going to be on Train first, as you can tell. Envy starting on the CT side and Na'Vi on the terrorist side here. And apart from Guardian, we should also point out that Flamey went absolutely ham against Nip as well. Those between the two of them, they carried Na'Vi through right at the beginning.
Both of these teams have that one-two punch combination, Anders. You have Kenny and Apex, the two godlike players over on Envy, who I think are the linchpins. Kenny to back up Apex, his forward rifler, his entry fragger, the man who's going to be here to make the plays for Envy. And then you have, NBK, Kiyoshima, Happy. They're the backup to all of these guys, to these two. Na'Vi, they have Guardian and they have Flamey. The godlike offer, just incredible performance from him today so far. Flamey as well, right up there with him with the rifle. And then, of course, you have Seized, you have Edward, you have Zeus backing those up. So both of these teams have 2 players who have just had outstanding performances.
And I'm very much looking forward to seeing to what extent Starix and the backlines there has been able to counter-strat Envy. How much is he going to be able to do mid-round calling against them here? That's going to be an interesting fact to look at as well. Right now, it looks like Na'Vi have picked up 4 armors, and Zeus, I'm assuming, is going to go for a little bit of utility. And on the Envy side, not quite decided yet here, as we are just about to get ready with it. Some really great signs. The crowd have been amazing at coming up with all these signs, so keep it up, guys. You're doing a very good job indeed. And I hope all you guys at home out there on Twitch are first and foremost spamming the chat away, but also inviting all your friends here to join us for the grand finals. First round is coming up, and they are already leaving the bomb behind Na'Vi, so kind of showing us that they're just looking for a way into this round.
Already a change in tendencies as well. Edward is not, he has not been made the raid boss. He doesn't have that Tech 9. It's just a Glock and Kevlar for him. It's Zeus going for the extra guns, and Guardian who's been given the P250. The P250. So even Na'Vi now they're saying, actually, we kind of just have to put it all on Guardian. Guardian, go do your work. We're going to give you the best possible situation. I mean, apart from Flamey dying early, Guardian is still capable to do massive damage here.
All right, and that was Kenny with a headshot down on Ivy, opening up the round, favoring Envy there. So that's definitely going to be important. That also slows things down a lot more for Na'Vi, who are already very slow on the terrorist side. I think we've been sort of reiterating throughout the whole tournament that is their style. It's the format they like to play. So 45 seconds. There's still plenty of time here for the terrorist side to make a move. They've got one smoke for sidewalk here, and they're going to put it up. Happy won't be able to see what's going on, and in response, he's going to move closer while shooting blindly and not connecting with anyone. They're going to make their way to the side. The Envy rotation is already coming in, and they're ready for it here. Bomb is probably going to go down, but can they actually hold the bomb site? Na'Vi, they don't have great positions. Kenny going to hit one more headshot there, taking down Zeus, and Happy charges through. Guardian's going to be gone. Seized dies as well. Happy ending up with a double, and Kenny with a triple. That's a fantastic start here for the Frenchman. Semler, nobody even died.
Yeah, this is a really surprising result, actually, considering how much Envy seem to struggle with their pistol rounds right now. It's all, you know, they're the legendary team to come back with the second round when they go for the force buy with the CZs and the Kevlar, couple of nades. No, Envy this time, right off the bat, everybody survives that pistol. Everybody gets a piece of the action. They all have the money to go for whatever they want here in the follow-up round, and that just leaves Na'Vi stumped. Although, as I say that, they get the bomb plant, but that doesn't stop Na'Vi from actually investing in this round, and it's full deagles. Yeah, 5 deagles across the board here for Na'Vi. Are Envy about to just walk into a freight train?
Quadruple deag coming at Envy. They're no strangers to the deagles, so I'm hoping they figure out how to play against this. Happy, this is one of those things that I always worry about. He's sort of recommitting to the fight, and all you have to do is peek out once and you're going to get your face blown off. It might not be worth it. They have to get on and get the bomb down. There's Apex taking a fight, and Zeus instantly going to punish him, although Zeus and Guardian are very low on health. Here's another shot from Edward, taking down Kiyoshima, and Envy are giving it to them. They are taking these fights rather than waiting for them to get close to the site, using their grenades against them. They're sort of relying on just the aim skill here. Kenny must have been noticed as well.
They have, exactly, there we go. Kenny managed to pick up one, but they do have the utility, Envy, so they need to stop taking these straight up fights. Happy's going to take out Zeus as he goes through, and then Kenny gets the drop on Edward. Nice shot there. That leaves Flamey and Seas. That's the last 2 alive here for Na'Vi, and a spray fight there from Seas. Double kill for Seas, and Kenny, he's the last man alive. He's turned it into a 1v1, but with 7 HP left here on Seas, he's upgraded to the rifle. He chucks out an HE, hoping to get something done. But with 35 seconds left here, the only issue is that the man alive, Kenny, he's got the bomb. So Seas, he's hoping for Kenny to make a mistake to try and go and push, but Kenny, all he has to do is sit here and wait for Seas' hand.
I almost wish that Cease would actually use the deagle instead, because I don't see him winning a spray fight with Kenny right now. 1 bullet is going to be all it takes, and Kenny comes jumping around the corner. Nice job here from the Frenchman, and someone that we're looking for to go huge. That's a quad kill on the round, barely saving it. Na'Vi did make it super expensive here, and they could actually afford an AK, but they were going to do it. All right, it's grand finals time. They're not going to save anything. They go for double AK and then buy up on everybody else, and that's just a sign, a recognition of how much damage they did in that last round.
Yeah, it's that no fear moment. All right, we know it's a 1v1. You guys don't have much money. Kenny was 7-0-0, by the way, at the end of that second round. He's got the money for an AWP. So this might actually catch Na'Vi off guard a little bit here. Na'Vi, though, going for their default. 2-1-2. This time, though, Apex not waiting around. He picks off Edward immediately. Does manage to get out of there as well. 2 players have been spotted over at Alley as well. So now, really, Envy, they got that first pick. Now they can fall back onto the sites and really force Na'Vi's hand.
I like it. It's the reverse James Bond score. Agent Kenny with the license to kill everybody. Edward is going to be the first man down here, so a bit of a shame there. Also, no armor on Zeus, so if he runs into a rifle, it's going to be a little bit less comfortable for him. The aim punch and also just the straight headshots are going to be a little bit more damaging. Kenny got to be careful. He's moving close, and he's got a little bit of backup on the other side in Kiyoshima, who only has a pistol, though. Kenny looking for the shot. He goes down to Flamey, and so does Kiyoshima, and a great return into the round here for Na'Vi.
That was very frustrating. That was very awkward, actually. Kenny, just that timing, goes for the double scope, pays for it. Sees, gonna get spotted out by Happy. Bit of a sloppy spray there, but Happy gets the job done regardless. And we're into a 3-on-3. Bit of a backstab possible, but NBK still on that B site, holding it down. So no joy for Zeus. Return kill, though, from Flamey. And now we're into a 2-on-2. And Na'Vi are gonna start trying to press up onto that bomb train. Envy should have an idea of what's going on. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to change up their position now. They're wrapping back through CT, try to get those long lines to make use of the rifles that they picked up.
And it's the deadly combo. That's their Flamey and Guardian, so I wouldn't count them out just yet, even if they have a little bit less to work with here. Flamey in the corner. That grenade gave him away, and MBK knew exactly where that was coming from. He's got the double. He's going to get the triple as well, and Envy are going to win the round one more time. But again, Na'Vi, they take out 3 members. They put the bomb down as well. I'd be surprised if they don't just buy one more time here.
That was very well done. Yeah, they're going to try and keep the pressure up here, Na'Vi. This is an issue, though, because when Na'Vi get into this kind of strategy, they're denying Guardian the AWP. They need to win a round and steal an AWP off of Kenny, basically, because otherwise, look at this. The money for them, they're barely cracking $4,000 right now, so that op, it's not going to be there for Guardian. Yes, he can do incredible things with the AK, but it's with the op that he dominates. It's with the op that he really gets to shine. So Kenny, NBK managed to save his AWP in the last round, so he'll be well equipped. Guardian, though, still on an AK.
Oh man, that one flashbang there that Flamey put out, that just let NBK know exactly what was going on. There's 4 AKs and 1 Tech 9. A single smoke, I think, maybe to get into that B bomb site. If they put it down sidewalk, just like they did in the pistol round, they can certainly get down and put the bomb down. And especially with the setup that's here right now, just NBK holding tight. They do line up for him, and he's going to get one. Very nearly a double. Molotov goes out as well there, and Zeus nearly burning to death. Got 11 health up on the ladder to try and escape the fire, but there is no escaping this. Zeus is going to be going down as well here. NBK with the shot and seized. Well, he's the last man left.
Well, I'm surprised Kenny must have missed the shot there. He's capable of doing this. He takes out Apex as well, who decides to challenge on his own. No refrag possible for his teammates. Attempted mid-shot spray there by Seized. But it's the 1-on-2, and he's trying to bait them out into the open. Takes the fight with Kiyoshima, but both Kenny and Kiyoshima were in position that time to face him at the same time and get the kill. So, no joy. Again, just so close for Na'Vi. They keep getting so close, Anders. But no bomb plant. So they don't have enough money, it seems, to go for the rifles. Or they're finally deciding, okay, the Force hasn't been working for us. We've given them 4 rounds. Now let's take it easy, and let's finally take that step towards getting Guardian that AWP.
And again, because we always have new viewers, which we very much welcome here, just to catch everybody up. If you put the bomb down, even if you lose the round, you're going to get an $800 bonus on each member of the team. So that's what Na'Vi are looking for. Without the $800 bonus, it puts them just shy of an actual rifle buy. They kind of even it out with Tech 9s and armor here, so this isn't like a full commitment. They're just trying to see if they can get a little bit more out of it. And I mean, that money is going to stack up over time. So even if they can't win this round, which they can, but even if they just get the bomb down, they will still have accomplished something. And look at MBK, he's got no grenades in this bomb site. Yeah, they're going for an old-style strat now, Na'Vi. They're just going to go down onto this B site and get the bomb planted. That's the whole point here, get that bonus money. Happy drops the bomb carrier, though. Already doing damage. NBK on the bomb train is going to pick off Edward. This is starting to get a little hairy here for Na'Vi. They succeed in getting the bomb plant, though. So as far as they're concerned, this round, it's perfect for them. Now if they can just make it a little bit more expensive for Envy, they'll consider this a decent spot here. Nice shot there onto Kiyoshima, point blank, and it's going to be Flamey who's got an AK to play with now. NBK trying to tap that bomb, force him out into the open. Flamey takes Happy, but still, 2 players survive for Envy at the end of the round. Almost a bit scary at the end, I thought. Flamey being alive back there. They saved both the AWPs, so sort of a 3-0 for them there. And that is going to be now an even bigger lead here for EnVyUs. They're 5-0. And here's that AWP that you were requesting earlier, Semler. And you're right, because of the earlier force-up, it's taken them 5 rounds to actually be able to buy it. He's 0-1-5 right now, Guardian. Yeah, after the performance that we saw earlier versus NIP, he needs this AWP. He needs to start feeling some confidence here so that he can start carrying Na'Vi through. His own words, you know, I am capable, or I feel I can do it. I mean, this guy sees himself as the core of Na'Vi, the man to get the job done. And now, well, he's equipped for it. But again, slow, steady pace here set from Na'Vi. Now that they have the full buy, they go for a default. 2 players looking towards the brown halls and B site. That's where Guardian's taking up shop. 1 man holding A main, and then 2 guys holding over by Ivy. So they're well spread out to see if Envy are going to try and push and be aggressive on the defense. And the way the setup is here for the Envy side, it's not exactly easy for Guardian to find an opening. There's nobody pushing aggressively on the B side, which you can see sometimes. NBK's playing alone, so it would be insanity for him to try and push alone. Over at the A site might be an opening, but look at how far back they are. Guardian has to they have to find a way to lure them out before Guardian can do this. They are setting up for the wall of smokes here towards the A bomb site, and looks like they're going to try for a 3-way split into the A site and see if that's going to pay off for them as well. They could probably get the bomb down here, but can they actually hold the side after? I think that's the main challenge. Yeah, Kiyoshima sees those smokes coming. He's been spotted by Edward. Flamey is here to support, and there it is. A few shots go out from Kiyo. He doesn't manage to pick anything up, though. Zeus takes out Apex in the meantime, however. And Kiyoshima might get dunked on by Edward. There it is. Headshot from Edward with the spray, but he spots Kenny up high. So Kenny loses the element of surprise. He's just changing up the spot, but then Happy, what did he do? He just impaled Zeus with his AWP. Kenny stops the man, and it's going to be a 1v2 now. Guardian, he has the AWP. He only has 10 seconds, though. Not enough time for him to win this round, either by bomb plant or by kills. He decides to back off and hold on to the all-valuable AWP. Great position from Kenny up there in that sniper nest there. Very, very impressive. I kind of like the trick that Kiyoshima was going for as well. He's on the ladder, and because if you're on the ladder and you click jump, you get shot a little bit back. You get a little bit more speed going backwards. So I think he was actually sort of almost a little bit jack in the box there, just trying to see if he can get out there from the ladder really quick. And this was all due to Kiyoshima spotting that nade coming in so early on. Spotting that nade, that execute allowed for Kenny to get up into sniper, which is one of the best spots to counter that very execute onto the A site. So Kenny gets his 1 kill, changes it up, and that buys the time for everybody else from MB to get into the fray, get into the fight.
So Na'Vi, they do have, I mean, thanks to the loss bonus, the money scales every round they lose in a row. They have another full buy here. They have full rifles, good nade count, and again, Guardian managed to save that AWP in the last round. So Na'Vi, they have the chance, but this is just the reverse of what happened to them earlier versus NIP, right? It was 7-0 for Na'Vi. We're looking at 6-0 for Envy, and Kenny finds Guardian. No cheeky plays this time, Guardian.
Yeah, they try to see if they can keep the boost on over. I mean, this is more like we were expecting, or normally would be expecting, Train to play out between two big teams here. It is the terrorist or CT-sided map. Terrorist side is usually struggling a bit more. Seized of all people, picking up the AWP and seeing if he can make that. He did actually have it at the end of Dust 2 as well. They went for a double AWP with Seized being one of them, so I'm a little bit interested to see if this is going to work out. That does equalize it back to a 4 versus 4 here. And still playing alone on this bomb site is NBK. I feel like they're putting a lot of pressure on NBK. Even though he's done well so far, this could definitely break at some point.
Especially when Edward is very close to that lower ramp. Edward doesn't want to show himself exactly. He's waiting to see if NBK is going to try and peek to get info. Peek and see if anybody's lurking up in the brown halls. But instead, it's going to be the setup now for Na'Vi. Shot rings out from Happy. He misses the first one and sees this in position to take the second shot. NBK's been spotted. The game is up. He takes the shot on Edward, gets the double kill. He does his work. And now it's going to be down to the remaining 2 players here for Envy, Kenny and Apex gets caught with the backstab, but Kenny headshots Seized in the meantime, and with 10 seconds left, it all comes down to Zeus to get the bomb plant, and it's not going to happen. Kenny is there to deny him. 7-0, EnVyUs. We were doubting them a little bit, Anders, coming into this series. They usually have a slow start in a best of 3. That is not the case in the grand finals.
No, they must have been out backstage doing push-ups and everything else to get ready for this one. 7-0, and I mean, I think they actually mentally tricked themselves there, Na'Vi. They checked, this is exactly it. Edward checks it by shooting through the wood panels there. And because there's no initial reaction, I think NBK's delays the reaction by like half a second. And Edward thinks, all right, he's not going to be there. And he move on. And then he actually comes out with a double kill. So Na'Vi inadvertently put a trap up for themselves. And now it's starting to get a little bit tricky here. Grenade rains on in and it does significant damage. And Kenny's playing close to the smoke here with the AWP. There's 3 people behind. Gonna probably be a bit of a pop flash through. Smoke goes up again, and now Kenny should know, but he doesn't care. Takes down Flamey, retreats back to the next corner, and he's got Kiyoshima here with the rifle close by to help him out as well. Not a good start for Na'Vi, but they do get the kill on Kiyo, and the bomb's on the other side of the map still.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a rough time, Kiyoshima. But still, NBK's waiting over on that B site. It's going to be a very quick rotation from Envy if it is going to be the B play. Apex gets taken out, and Zeus finds NBK. That's the B site wide open. And now this is a situation that Na'Vi, they should not be able to lose. They have a 2-man advantage. They have control of the B site. And they actually have the remaining defensive players sandwiched in. Because already you have Seized on the hunt through CT. He might actually catch out Kenny, who's waiting in the back lines.
I don't at all mind using the term unwinnable, because if they made it out of this round somehow, that would be some legendary stuff here. Kenny's going to go down, and Happy in a 1 versus 3. Still a lot to be accomplished in a round like this. The more kills he can get, the worse it's going to be for Na'Vi later on in the game here. But they do survive with 3 members, which is a pretty good job from the terrorist side. 7-1 is going to be the scoreline. That seems to be a thing, isn't it? That's what happened in it twice, wasn't it? They were 7 rounds down before they finally picked up a round, so maybe there's some sort of, lingering magic going on there.
And look at how close it's been this entire time, right? It's always been 1v1s, 2v2s. Envy have never had the chance to build an economy. And so now they're in a situation where they actually go for a bit of a half-buy. They just go for some pistols, but no rifles, no nades. This is a great opportunity now for Na'Vi to wrest control of the momentum away from Envy, to start really building up some momentum here. And Guardian, waiting to see if NBK is actually going to take that risk.
He's not got the deagle, so he probably really wants them to get closer, because that P250, once you round the corner, it's a one-shot headshot, even with the armor. If you're a little bit further away, it's not. And the 5.7 has even further range than the P250. Zeus going to be here. Is he going to be crouching in or just straight peeking it? He sees the shoulder, and NBK gives up his position. Zeus should be able to win this, but he gets around the corner. Gets caught by Seized, though. Great timing. Happy still lurking on that bomb site. Ready and waiting with the deagle in hand. And oh, Edward! How do you stay alive in a position like that? He practically had that gun in his face, and now it's going to be 5 versus 3.
In his ear. He had no idea. Happy, that is the kill that actually Happy is really going to be kicking himself about. He knows that he could have done better. Kiyoshima will take out Edward. So at least 1 kill dealt here to Na'Vi. Envy, again, Na'Vi don't have much of an economy either, so they really want to make this as expensive as possible, which is why you see Apex and Kiyoshima trying to hang around on the outskirts of the bomb site, see if they can catch somebody lurking around here like Zeus, maybe get a gun if they're lucky, but more importantly, make sure that Na'Vi have to spend money in the next round. They want to maintain. Envy's game plan on any map is always, well, a desire to maintain the money low on their opponents. They want to make sure that Guardian can't afford to buy those AWPs like at the beginning of the half.
Keep them on right at the edge of an eco. That's the plan, basically. You're absolutely right. Well,
now we hear the
Hiroshima
pyros
going
go
down.
off there.
Yeah, that pyro work down there is amazing. Now, look, if you were just tuning in here and you see that it's a 7-2 scoreline, you might be thinking, wow, okay, EnVy are just stomping all over Navi. The fact is, apart from the pistol round where every single member of EnVy survived, they haven't had a single round where more than 2 have survived. It's been down to 1-on-1 or 1-on-2 every single round since then. So it shows you that Navi are very close. Now they finally made a breakthrough and they're actually forcing EnVy to eco here at 7-3. I think if they build their way up to around 6 rounds in the first half here, then we could have a very competitive first map on our hands.
Absolutely. Bit of the Na'Vi chant going as well here.
Right then, yeah, keep it up.
But Na'Vi are famous for the ability to grind rounds as well. Even if things are going against them, it's not an easy ride. They still are able to get the rounds. The MBK again attempting to pull a fast one here on Zeus. He does get the headshot, down to 2 HP for Zeus, though cutting it a bit close. Happy this time has changed up his position. Guardian, though, it seems like Guardian has an idea that somebody's holding close. Edward, is he going to check? Yes, he does. No joy for Happy again.
And, I mean, because it's pretty much the same setup, except they're Happy in a slightly different position, it kind of makes sense for Na'Vi to call for a check on all the trains and say, make sure Happy's not looking here once again. Kenny there, going to be going down, and Edward will pick up Kiyoshima. So pretty good job on Na'Vi this time. Everyone almost chiming in. Guardian not finding anyone with the AWP, but that's going to make it 7-3. Now EnVy can buy, and it's not the most impressive buy, but they do have a double AWP. They don't have a kit picked up currently. Is there going to be anyone? Kiyoshima has the money, I think. They should get a defuse kit on someone, I reckon.
Actually, yeah, Kiyoshima does look like he has the money. Why is he going to hold on to $850 when he can afford a kit? Interesting choice. Interesting decision. At least they have good nades, though. Double op as well. One important thing here is that Na'Vi now have, thanks to these 3 rounds, they actually have the money to go ahead and rebuy in the next round if they were to lose this one. So the easy times are over for EnVy. Now it comes down to grinding out rounds on their side, making sure that they can chain them together, and once again put Na'Vi on eco. So we'll see if that's possible. A little bit of a forward flash there, missed on the timing.
Similar. If I've learned anything about Counter-Strike Karma, it's definitely that kit's going to be something that they're going to need later on. Isn't that always the case? The one round where you don't get it, it suddenly becomes a crucial tool. It really is important. Half the defuse time, and that could be very, very crucial when you're trying to do a retake. So hopefully it won't come back to bite EnVy here.
No surprise to see Na'Vi gathering up outside of B as well. So far, I mean, beginning of this half, they kept going on to A site. It really wasn't working out for them. Now they've had success on the B site, so Na'Vi are just going to say, we're going to keep going B until you teach us to do otherwise. And then we can start trying to change up the game. But all 5 players now gathered up for Na'Vi outside of B. But this time there's a bit of a different setup. EnVy, they have the 2 players holding a bit more passively on the site, but they're there on the site already. It isn't Happy having to rotate in, waste time rotating in through connector. And then Apex is going to be able to get here very quickly. Happy missing the first shot, though, isn't going to help things here. And Na'Vi should be able to get the bomb plant. Although, as I say that, Happy, he drops Flamey.
Oh, Guardian with a good refrag. Edward going down. Guardian getting a blind shot through on Apex. That's a huge kill. And that's going to be back into a 3 versus 3. But look at the clock here. 15 seconds. And the bomb finally going to go down. Zeus dropping down MBK, and it's Kenny and Kiyoshima left, and now would be a good time. Kenny, he's going to be alone 1v3, and he's in the back lines here. He can't even really make it out onto the site. And are they going to realize where he is? It seems like they've got a bit of an idea, and he's kind of trapped and boxed in, even going through CT spawn. You have to get by C's somehow, and it might be a bit of an opportunity. Still trying to see if he can make it work. And no chance to win the round, obviously. He's a little bit paranoid at the moment. And you can't really blame him. Cease is coming in from one side, Zeus from the other. That's going to be the round. 7-4 here for Na'Vi. Very good job indeed.
Yeah, and there are 3 remaining players doing the majority of the work there, but still, this time it's just a complete swap around. Flamey is only on 7 frags, Guardian only on 5. It's C's doing a lot of the work here for Na'Vi, sitting on 13 kills. But that was, I mean, the best call to make there as far as Na'Vi are concerned. They have all the money, as you guys can see here on your screen. A very good economy. So get out there, hunt for that gun. Make sure that Kenny can't do anything incredible here in this round to bring it back for EnVy. EnVy are going to be on pistols. And now we're actually seeing a little bit more of a fast take here from Na'Vi, or at least it looked like it until a good flash actually stops them short.
We've got to point out, it's rare to see EnVy ecoing as much as they are right now, and especially not winning those ecos. That's usually where they sort of derive so much of their strength from, is the fact that they get so much mileage out of these pistols. That hasn't really happened so much yet in this first map, and I mean, I say it could be right now.
Na'Vi have done a very good job of staying together as a unit. I think that's the main thing here. That's the usual anti-eco formation. When you're running into pistols, you want to stay together so you can refrag quickly. When Envy seems to succeed with the pistols is when you would have players like on Na'Vi spread out across the map. It's a single man here, it's a single man there, and all of a sudden Envy have a man advantage, and maybe they pick up the rifle as well, and that's where it starts to get really scary and get out of control. Na'Vi now, when they go into these kinds of takes, although right now they have spread out, at least up until now they've been very good at staying together as a unit, Anders.
Seized. Well, Flamey getting an opening down on Ivy there. Really good cross that they had going on. And Na'Vi weren't just vandalizing the map there. Shooting out those windows allows you to put up that smoke that's actually to the right of Seized right now. So it gives them an opportunity to get out. So even though they're halfway across the map from each other, they're still helping each other out really well with long range